Kraken is the new for 2024 attraction at Palace Playland. This is an inverting Frisbee from Technical Park that replaced Adrenalin, the park's former Frisbee. For those who rode Adrenalin, you know it had some wild airtime, so I was skeptical that Kraken could top that. It not only did, but it became the best Frisbee ride in all of New England. I'll explain why in this review. From 2007 to 2023, Palace Playland was home to Adrenalin. This was a Technical Park Frisbee, specifically their Street Fighter model. The park acquired it secondhand. The ride previously ran on the U.K. fair circuit from 2004 to 2006. There, it was owned by Charlie Horn. And I always found it interesting that Palace Playland did not bother to remove his name from the ride once it was relocated. I was a big fan of Adrenalin. It was a powerhouse. The max swings offered abrupt and forceful floater airtime, and the subsequent downswings had good positive Gs. The biggest con was the painfully short cycle. Kraken was placed exactly where Adrenalin was. Not only does it have the ability to invert unlike the predecessor, but I also think it looks better too. This is still essentially a carnival ride, so there's no theming and absolutely no landscaping around it. Heck, the queue line is just a temporary fence in front of the ride. But Kraken has a nice logo, it has a clean purple and green paint scheme, and it really comes alive at night, as you have this spectacular lighting package. The arm and gondola are lined with thousands of LEDs. These flash and change colors, getting everyone's attention. This appears to be a big hit with parkgoers. Whereas most rides in the park were total walk-ons, Kraken had a consistent 2 to 3 cycle wait, but that never took more than 10 minutes. This is mainly because the crew working the ride was busting their tails. They ensured that all seats were filled, calling out for groups of 1 and 2 as needed from the queue. Then they were rapidly checking restraints. Guests are secured by a ratcheting over-the-shoulder harness. The part over your thigh is fairly thick, and it can be super tight on the lower levels, but the intervals in between ratchets is fairly wide, so you could potentially get some decent room depending on your body dimensions. And even if you're stapled, your butt and shoulders should have enough play to feel the airtime. In addition to this, there is a redundant seatbelt on the outside of the harness. Adrenalin was notoriously unaccommodating for larger guests. Kraken seems to be an improvement in this area, at least based on my one visit. Less people are being turned away. The ride seats 16 riders per cycle. The arm forms a claw with 4 gondolas, each seating 4 riders. These all face inwards. I personally prefer the models that face outwards. I prefer to see my surroundings as opposed to the reactions of others. But that being said, there are some bold reactions on this ride ranging from screams to cussing. Once checked, the floor drops out. The arm then starts to spin and slowly rock back and forth. The spin on this one is quite mild. The intent is not to make you dizzy. Rather, it allows you to be positioned differently during the swings. The swings gradually increase in height. Once you swing out 90 degrees, you start getting some weak airtime, but that is just the appetizer. The beyond vertical swings offer great negative Gs. You are lifted upwards into the restraint and held there for a few seconds. After 2 to 3 of these, it is time for the full revolutions. You will get 2 of these. These are deliberately slow, so you get some fantastic hang time. And it's super disorienting too, because the gondola often completes at least 1 full rotation while you're inverted. Then the downswings offer strong positive Gs to contrast that. This is then followed by 1 more substantial beyond vertical swing, offering comparable airtime to the ones in the first half. These beyond vertical swings also offer good positive Gs in the downswings. The arm then starts to rapidly decelerate. You have some milder rocks back and forth until you come to a full stop, which takes another 30 to 40 seconds. The floor then raises up, and you disembark, ending the experience. As with Adrenalin, the cycle on Kraken felt a bit short. This was my biggest issue with the ride. I absolutely loved the forces. I just wish there were more beyond vertical swings and inversions. I suspect this is intentional to A, reduce nausea, and B, maximize profits. While Palace Playland offers daily wristbands, many people pay per ride. So it is in the park's best interest to cycle through as many guests as possible. This also explains the fast operations. Kraken costs 36 credits. This equates to roughly $8.50 per person per ride. So this ride definitely is a moneymaker. But if you're like me and want to ride this multiple times, as well as other rides, you definitely want to get the all-day wristband. So what would I rate Kraken? I would give this ride a 9 out of 10. I love this ride at its peak. The large swings offer plentiful airtime. The inversions offer some of the coolest hang time of any flat ride, especially given how the restraints fit me. And several downswings offer good positive Gs. The forces on this ride really are elite. I just wish it had a longer cycle. That's the big con. I think this is my new favorite Frisbee ride in all of New England. This title was previously held by the Freakout owned and operated by Fiesta Shows, but they recently retired this ride. I've heard they got a replacement, but I have not been on it yet. Harley Quinn Spin Sanity at Six Flags New England has superior height, speed, and length, but I personally think that Kraken is the better forces. So those are my thoughts on Kraken at Palace Playland. What are your thoughts about this ride? Is it your favorite Frisbee ride in all of New England? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.